Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me and watch this video. Today we will decorate shelf that I purchased from Dollar Tree store. This shelf, it's really nice. The dimensions are 8 by 6 long, 4 inches deep, and the height it's about almost 1.25 inches. This shelf is just perfect for the place where I wanna put this, and I will keep it white. It just fits my decor. If you want it, you can spray paint it silver, gold, with gold trimming. I like this shelf because it already has place for hooks. It comes with the little plastic inserts that you can actually place in a wall and the screws. So for this project, I will use parts of the tape that I purchased from Amazon. And I will cut out individual pieces, and we will use them to decorate the shelf. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the barcode. I will also use a tape. These are little silver beads that come almost like a ribbon. And I purchased these. It's a pearl wrap, silver. And I purchased these from Dollar Tree. I will also use this. I will also use this ribbon that I purchased from Amazon. It's a bling on a roll. They have all different types. So you don't have to purchase exactly whatever I have, but this is what I will use in this project. We will also use E6000 adhesive, and I will use hot glue. So for this project, I'm gonna take the strip of those silver beads that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I will trim them. Let me just check how long of a strip I need, and it's approximately to here. So what we will do, we will trim individual row. Just like that. So we have one row, and I will need to trim one more. Now, after you trim the first row, you will see that you have almost like a little threads left at the end. I would suggest to trim them off. I think your finished product or your project will look much nicer if you do that. It's a little tricky to hold this, but just take your time and trim it. I think it's just worth it for a really nice finish of that shelf. Okay, so I trim that, and now I will just cut another row. Okay, so I got 2 rows cut. And now I need to cut out some of these flowers. But let me see how many will I need. Now when you cut out those flowers, also pay attention to the little string. That's how they are connected. So we don't want to see that string. So I'm planning to place these just like that on both sides. So let me trim this one off. Let's make sure that there is no strings sticking out. Okay, so we will need another strip for the other side. Again, trim those little threads. Now I will find the information on those little flowers, and I will include it in a description. Where did I purchase these? So now we're gonna need one more row, just like this. So I will need to cut up to here, and I will just trim one row. Okay, so we got these, and now for the bottom, I thought of using this one and trimming, but I think I'm gonna use this. So let me just check what length I need. And basically I'm trying to wrap this around, and I'm gonna cut just a little bit more. I do want to make sure that I have enough. And now for the bottom, I will use a row of 2. So as you can see, I'm cutting just a row of 2 rows of those beads. Now, so basically what we are using is this, which was $1.25, the whole roll. We are using the shelf that was also $1.25, that's only $2.50. And I'm using these flowers. I don't remember what the price on those was. They sell something very similar in Dollar Tree store. It also comes on a roll. It's just that it has different colors of the flowers. And I believe they are 2 rows of different color flowers. You can also use that, and you're gonna have just a tiny bit different end result, but again, it's gonna cost you less than $5 for shelf like this. And if you want to make more than one, then in all reality, those beads, I don't know how many shelves you can make. So if you want to make more than one shelf, it shouldn't cost you really much more. So now we will start decorating. I will start from the side. And let me open this glue. And I do want to start with a little bit of glue, just so I can grab it. But I will also apply just a little bit of that E6000 because I really want this to stick and stay put. So now, because the first one is grabbed, now it's going to be much easier to position the rest of them. So let me put just a little bit of this along the side, just like that. And you need just a little touch of that. And then we will follow with just a tiny bit of hot glue, just so we get that instant hold, just like that. Now the E6000 glue, it dries within few hours. The best result you will have actually overnight. But as you can see, we have our first row done. And I will continue with the first row and I will show you how this came out. I will be right back. Okay, so I completed the first row and I will just trim off the end, and this is how it looks like. So now what we're gonna do, I want to position the second row right here in a groove, just like that. Oops. Just like that. In here. And I will do this all the way around, just like we did the other piece. But let me just apply just a tiny bit of that E6000. I will apply a little bit of hot glue. And I will position this just like that. Now the E6000 glue, they are selling in really small tubes, and I think that those are actually much better for this project, because then you can easier, you have better control over how much glue is coming out. Okay, so I will continue off camera and I will show you how it looks and we will proceed to next step. Okay, so I do have 2 rows. And now we will apply these flower beads right here. And we will do the same thing as we did previously. I am going to apply just a touch of E6000 just to make sure that this stays put, just like that. So now we can glue these one by one. And you really don't need that much of that E6000. It's a very, very strong adhesive, so it will definitely hold. Just like that. And on the front, I will continue the same way with applying this row. I just have glue on my fingers everywhere. So again, I'm gonna apply just a tiny bit of that E6000 just to start up, and a bit of hot glue. Let's get that stuck. Now after you get the first piece stuck, it's much easier just to spread this across, just like that. Now in between all those flowers there's a little bit of string. So as you can see, when I stretch this, I'm coming out in here way too far. So what we're gonna do when we glue these, we're gonna glue these closer next to each other, just like this. So don't leave too much space. So you can't see it, but I'm trying to push it towards the other one. So the flower at the end, it will match up with the end of the shelf. And just like that. And every once in a while you can see how this one is getting closer and closer. Okay, so as you can see, we have all of these positions, and this one did fit just perfectly. And now we are turning to this side, and we will do this same thing. Just apply a little bit of E6000, a little bit of the hot glue, and we will position our first flower just like that, and then we will glue individually all of them to the end, just like we did for the front and for the other side. Okay, this row is done, and I do want to finish up with double row on the bottom. Now, if you like this project, I would really appreciate if you could hit like, share, and subscribe, comment. All of those things really help my channel to grow. So I do want to apply this row right here. And again, I will start with E6000, but I will also apply hot glue, because the hot glue, it's gonna stick right away. And this way it's much easier to work this. Now, this is really inexpensive, and I believe that the end result is just beautiful. So I believe that this would be great idea for craft show. I think that could be, and this is just my opinion, I think that could be really profitable item for you. And at the same time, just beautiful. So now the E6000 I'm gonna just place all across, and you really don't need much. And now we can just continue with a little bit bigger sections and glue this. Just like that. So now on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm applying the whole entire row of E6000 just because this strip is wider, so it's a little bit easier to work with. Okay, just like that. It's a little bit gluey in here, but I will clean this up. And now we just trim the end of it, and our shelf is done. So I really hope that you enjoy this really quick yet such a nice project. I need total of 6 of these shelves, so I will continue making them, and I will show you where did I place them and how they look.